All right, here's one we got from the area Dave got.
Yes, sir.
These guys they're out here looking pretty nice. Take the camera and you go ahead and...
Yes, sirree.
Just in case you guys are like, nah, y'all don't catch any fish. Actually, do you?
Ah.
Nice little stud.
There you go.
We'll take that for the day. Nice. Right on. Good job, Dave.
Thank you, thank you. Turn this off.
Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? Just mess with you. Dave and I out here. Hey, we're going to play the Guess Where We Are game today. Based on the backdrop, this is probably an area that very few eyeballs have seen and very few lures have been cast around in these waters where we are right now. So, you know, hey, this is Barry here, of course, with Hooked on Headwaters, along with my buddy
Dave.
As always, out here breaking down the lake for you. Hey, in this video, we're going to go ahead. We got a new section of the lake that we're going to go ahead and cover. We found a really nice area here. It's got a real nice deep drop off down to what 17 feet?
Oh, 17 feet.
17 feet with a nice steep drop coming up onto some solid, well, actually some land. Actually, that's stationary. Is not going to go anywhere. Now, the one thing about this area, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a heads up, is you may come out here today and it'll be wide open, and you may come out another day and you're going to see there's a lot of vegetation has been moved around a lot, because where we initially had come out to film was totally packed up with islands just pushed all over the place. So we were just out here the other day and it was beautiful. We're like, wow, this place I've never seen it like this in this one particular area. Okay, but now it's changed dramatically because of the winds pushing all the vegetation. So as we started moving around looking for a different area, we stumbled across this place. No, we lost our no, that's all right. We lost our hold on that bush back there. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and do what we did in the first video. That seemed to go over pretty well as far as breaking things down. We're gonna go ahead and run over this drop off so you can see it on the depth finder. We're gonna show you the area so you can see what it looks like, of course, from boat view, and we'll go ahead and pan around the area so you can see what all the vegetation land looks like. We'll go ahead and at this point you're probably going to see me talking about this spot from the computer, looking at it on the map so you know exactly where it's at. So with that, hey, I hope you enjoy this video. Comment below. You know, we appreciate all the comments, the likes, the follows, anything and everything. You know, we just really want to make this an interactive channel and bring a bunch of fishermen together to have a great time. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get to it. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to look at this from the Google Maps view here. We're going to show you how to get there, and I'm going to bring up the longitude, latitude numbers so you can go ahead and jot those down as well. Hey, the spot we're going to cover today is fairly close to the place that we covered in the last video. It's on the east side of that and drop down just a little bit. This area has a really nice drop off to about 24 feet. I think it's the deepest that we ran into. It drops off immediately. It's not a slope. It's a drop just about straight down around. So let's go ahead and jump into this. To get to this spot, you're going to come down from the ramp, run down the S Canal, and you're going to run into the east-west here. You're going to go ahead and pass that up and continue coming on down. You're going to jump out here to the east. So come down the S Canal. Instead of hooking to the west to go east-west this way, and down to the south end, go ahead and pop out here to the east side and then run on down this way. Now keep, you know, just a heads up, there's a lot of matted grass out here. It gets pretty choked up with the hydrilla, so take your time. Don't just blaze through this and tear it all up. We want to keep this lake as nice as we can, so take your time once you come out through the S Canal and then work your way straight south until you get down to this area here. I'm going to go ahead and give you the here, let's go ahead and pop up the coordinates right here so you can see them. Go ahead and jot those down. I'll leave them here for just a second while I'm continuing to talk. That way you can give you time to write them down. This area drops off again down to 24 feet or so. It drops straight down, as you're going to notice when you see it on the depth finder from the boat view. You will come into this area maybe and see it a little bit different depending on the winds and how things have been. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so but this again, this is the area we're talking about right here. There's some really nice islands that are there all the time that you're going to be able to fish around. Again, drop-offs are really not a really nice big drop-off area that feeds into some shallow areas. So makes for an interesting place. And then if you continue to move around, you'll see in the video where we move around through some islands, you're going to wind up kind of at this end of the area down here, where we kind of work our way through. And this is all really good as well. And if you continue moving to the west, you kind of see the same thing as you did. Actually, it's pretty identical to what we did in the last video over here, where this is more the area that we talked about before in the first video. We're all the way down at this end here in this hole, but you can work your way into this area as well, which kind of has that same zigzaggy run through sawgrass little islands, and there's definitely fish holding all around in this area as well. So with that being said, hey, let's go ahead and take it to the boat, where Dave's going to go ahead and run you through this one and give you the rundown on everything going on from the view and the depth finder. So see you over there.
Hello everyone, we are back. As Barry mentioned earlier, we're toward the southeast section of the lake. He's going to point that out later in the video. For now, I'm going to show you some of the contours using our fish finder, depth finder. I'm going to pan around. You'll see a number of islands and shoreline. Now this shoreline changed over the weekend. We had some very brisk high northwest winds which blew the grassed islands around and up against the levee here. So I'm gonna bring you down to the depth finder and show you some of the contours and the holes that we found in this particular section of the lake. See, we're just about 3 feet, 3.5 feet. There's a kind of a point coming up here, and you will see how quickly it drops. Here we go. We just went, and it just dead drop to about 16 feet, about 12 feet now. See, it keeps going to right now we're at 18. There are a couple of bumps there. And there's some structure there. Might be marking some fish. Right off the top there, about 14 feet down. We are at 18 feet. Kind of flattens out here. Some structure. Let's give you another panorama view of where we're at. Really nice looking spot right there. Goodness gracious, we're going. Harry's gonna steer us there. Another view of the depth finder here. As you can see, we are this deep, 19 feet. Structure down there. A really pretty looking spot. Check this out. Great points. But again, a lot of this is floating grass islands have been piled up here due to the northwest wind we had over the last several days. So we popped up here to 5 feet. So you can see it's a pretty steep drop back there. See Barry swings us around, back again. Begin to see the drop. You see we quickly went from 3 to 6 feet. Now swinging around again. And there goes the drop. As I said, it is pretty severe. It's like a wall. The corner seems to be holding something. There's some structure there. Some small fish. There might be a nice fish on top there. Look at that. Interesting looking bottom in this section of the lake. Let's go. So you can see we've got an island in this part of the lake, and we're heading there. You can see we are now at 20 feet. The water temperature is about 63 degrees. Notice these 3 nice islands, water being pushed through in between them. Nice areas to fish. Getting really deep now. That spot at 23 feet. Quickly run 3 feet of water, just like that.
Go buy this island, Dave, and set up a little house.
For sale. Look at that, that's pretty cool.
What's the depth running here?
We're looking at 4.5, 4 feet. Pretty spot. Onto the, so we're at kind of between the islands, just south of the 2 islands here. Here comes our drop. About 2.5 feet to 7 feet. No time. This island, what I'll call number 2. Island number 1 back there behind Barry. Put up. Island 1. Beautiful area of the lake. It's so pretty.
All right, everybody, as you can see, this is a very diverse area. We've got some beautiful islands around. We've got floating vegetation, like Dave mentioned earlier. It's going to go ahead and change up a little bit depending on when you come. And the winds that were obviously going on prior a couple days, but check this area out. Let us know how you do. We're going to go ahead and hard fish it now. There's fish all over. We're marking them, we're seeing them. So this is definitely a really interesting place. It's out of the way. Probably going to be one of those places. Well, I'm not going to say just for the john boaters, because I've seen some bass boats around, but I know us guys that run the john boats like to have our own little areas where maybe some of the bigger boats don't get to very often, and this is definitely one of them. So go ahead and check it out. Comment below. Let us know if you like the way this video turned out. Let us know if you like this area, and definitely let us know if you fished this area and how you did. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thanks for watching as always, and hit that like button, subscribe, do all the fun stuff that everybody asks you to do, because it really helps us get out here and keep us motivated to keep doing these videos for you. So with that, and we'll see you later. Dave, go ahead and give your goodbyes here, my friend.
So long everyone. Tight lines. Peace.
Check us out on Facebook at bit.ly/Headwaters Lake. Looking for a real fishing adventure in fresh or salt water? Head on over to livingwaterskayaking.com. Captain Dave is the best in pedal kayak guides, guaranteed to put you on the fish. Make Strike Zone Fishing on 192 in Melbourne your go-to fishing headquarters before you hit the lake. They have all the gear, bait, and knowledge you need to get set up to get the big ones. And as always, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We truly appreciate the support. Have a great day. Good fishing always.